On today's video, we are looking at Lost Kingdom 8 taking the ruined Crusader fortress. Now, this video is not like UCS doing amazingly well. This video includes a lot of mistakes we made as Kingdom 58. You guys really want to watch this video to ensure you don't make these mistakes so you don't screw up your Crusader fortress. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to the Gekko. Today we are gonna watch the ruined Crusader fortress being taken by Kingdom 58 and then by Kingdom 59. Both of these were very informative. I think that this video is going to be great for all of you who are planning on how to get your Crusader fortress done. This video will be all about mistakes early on and then success at the end on how to take this and what things you really need to know about. Now, Kingdom 58 decided to go with a 2-rally approach, MUL and high. And while this wasn't a mistake, I know people who did it with 4 rallies, with 2 rallies, with 6 rallies. But still, there is something to be said about the amount of marches that are on the battlefield, which is mistake number 1. The more you have on the battlefield, the laggier it gets. It got so laggy that obviously I'm on simplified graphics. I could not handle non-simplified graphics on a Galaxy S10 Plus. Pretty crazy stuff. And secondly, because there are so many marches, it's so much harder to understand what is going on that I believe that the best solution is having a limit of amounts of marches per person, and in general making sure that some of these marches that are way in the back, like look at the top left, there are so many marches that are so far back out there that what they're doing is contributing to the lag more than to the event itself, and that includes the top right as well. Both tops have very spread out marches, some of them that made it in to help out, but others that might have even lagged out altogether. So mistake number 1 is too many marches. This right there is mistake number 2. You see all those frowny faces? There is a skill, an AoE based skill, where once it procs, if you're a tier 4 player, you're gone. If you're a tier 5 player that is not with a full march, you're gone. So the only thing that survives it is a full tier 5 march, and even that, look at how many frowny faces. On top of that, every time that thing procs and kills, it heals the fortress, and the fortress keeps healing consistently. So mistake number 2 is too many marches were too close to the ruined Crusader fortress, and even this run of Guardians all spawned so close to the fortress that people pushed in rather than having someone hit it and pull it back towards them. So big mistake is getting too close to the fortress. Now, in my Discord group, which is linked in the description down below, you will find a channel, a Lost Kingdom channel with a bunch of graphics with a lot of information helpful for you guys. And this will include a screenshot of the radius of attack of that hit, so you'll know how far you gotta stand away from the fortress. Now, in case Guardians do spawn too close, you gotta get 1 or 2 people to hit them and fall back. So ideally, you know exactly what line you can cross and who are the people that can cross it. Mistake number 3 was stopping the second rally too early and then too late. When you are coordinating these things, MUL stopped the rally somewhere around here. When they did it, Guardians spawned at the same time, which caused a little bit of deaths, which caused more skills to proc, and the bottom line is the 1 rally we had was not enough to handle the situation. People started sending solo marches, which got chunked, which meant more hits and more damage. It was not good. It was really not good. So mistake number 3 is really make sure your rallies are well coordinated, and really on the last possible second the non-winning rally leaves, or else something else can happen. That's even worse, I guess, if you're trying to be one very competitive alliance. Now, mistake number 3 that is very important to understand is that the Crusader fortress heals. The Crusader fortress heals a lot. So every march here that dies just helps it heal more and more. You really don't want to have that many people close, because it is no bueno at all. It is not good at all. Now, at some point, you'll see that the fortress is actually gaining health over losing health. And of course, it's doing so much damage to so many marches that I think that mistake number 4 is that we got a little bit too excited. People tried to help too much. Mistake number 4 was not assigning exactly who does what. I believe that if you, and Hai was so well coordinated, but at the same time so excited to just, everybody was so eager to help out finish this that the help actually did not help. You need to have those tier 5s only soloing, and you need to have marches reinforcing the rally. Now, a huge mistake that was done here is people, and you'll see it in a moment, I'll show you a part of it in a future clip that's coming up. When you have a rally, and this rally is marching from the top left towards the target, you cannot be reinforcing it from any other direction other than the direction that the rally came from, or else you will run the risk of that happening and proccing on you while you're marching around the building to get to the rally. This mistake caused so many reinforcements to die before they even made it to the rally that it was ridiculous. On top of that, the fact that so many people were eager to help, tier 5s ended up getting locked out of the rally, which is okay. You don't have to have full tier 5s to get this done, but you do want to give priorities to the tier 5s to do things first. So my advice for that is to watch the rally size, and if it's, let's say, a 2 million rally, once it goes below the, like, I don't know, 1200, that's when tier 4s start coming in, but maybe only like 1 or 2 marches assigned based on the designated people, or only when you see the rally is small enough that tier 5s are not joining, that then you start pouring in your tier 4s. You can see right here at this point, the Crusader Fortress has gained more HP than lost, and you can see so many MUL marches walking from the bottom left to the bottom right, and those things are going to get chunked right there, and that's just not helpful at all. It wasn't them making like this on purpose. It was just this bad situation. It was a bad first take, and unfortunately we failed our first take. Kingdom 58 is very resilient. We instantly set up another take, we instantly came back and tried again. Here's the thing though. The mistakes we've talked about were, first of all, you don't want to have too many marches. Secondly, you want to make sure you are staying as further away out. Look at how far our marches are this time around as the alarm clock goes off. Look at how farther out our marches are now, and look at still the amount of damage that is being done to a few marches, but none of them died, which is a good thing. That's the whole point of staying further out. Now, you got to make sure that when those guardians spawn close to the fort, to have someone go in and pull them out towards the masses. Don't get the masses to push in, or else it procs and a lot of people die. You can see bottom left right there. Look at that. Bam. 67,000 damage walking towards the rally. Now that march is half dead, if not more. Those were strictly, I think those were tier 5s because it survived, right? Why take the damage? If he came from behind the rally, he had a smaller chance to get hit. Finally, I believe that, well, I don't believe, one of the skills in this fortress is that the longer you take, if you cross that 5-minute mark, you're done. You really don't want to, well, you don't want to cross the 5-minute mark. That's the bottom line. Even if there is a skill, there isn't a skill in a building in general, you don't want to cross the 5-minute mark hitting a building. So this means that you really want to give it a lot of brute force early on rather than drag it out, because as you can see, the longer you drag things, the more skills are procced, which means more damage is being dealt, and it means more heals are popping. So you really want to have those rallies synchronizing and doing things. Now, leave this place while you still can, is that place where it starts proccing a bit quicker. Keep an eye on the things that the fortress is saying. When it says that, it procs those, and then it does the damage, and then it procs those, you can see right there, and then it heals. It's like bam, bam, bam. So be careful about your positioning, be careful about everything. Now, unfortunately for us, last time around, the second rally pulled out a bit too early, and this time around, you'll see in a moment what ends up happening. And it wasn't a decision, it wasn't intentional, it wasn't malicious. It was just a bad situation where what ended up happening is that MUL's rally hit the last hit. You can see again a message being sent, guardians being procced, damage being done, heals being done as well. So really keep an eye on the messages, on the things that the fortress says, because if you see that, back off, get ready for guardians, get ready for heals, get ready for damage. Here's the thing. The last thing I can tell you that we will see after this how JWM got it done. And it's all about not giving up and making sure that your alliance listen to the leadership. It was very tough when people are very excited and spamming in the chat to coordinate things. And our alliance is super, super active. So it was a bit tough for leadership to really get a hold of everything and anything and what was going on. So as you can see, MUL took the first occupation bonuses, which caused a gap of 100,000 points to open up between us and JWM. Now again, this is not the end. There's 50 plus days left on this event. We still have plenty of time to catch up. We still have plenty of time to potentially win this. But that's one small mistake. Finally, I just wanted to show you guys the first few donations I made. A ton of gold on my account. I ended up sending a bunch of gold to a tier 5 player as well. So this is the first 20 donations. I also open up the chests in a moment, which was I didn't know exactly when I was posting this video. So by the time I posted it, we have already streamed. You guys have already seen all these things. So, you know, another 20 rewards for you guys to see what happens when you donate. You must donate, guys. You must donate. Get that stage 1 done ASAP. As a matter of fact, last time I checked, High were actually ahead in the building than JWM were. But now I want to show you JWM's attack. I want to show you JWM's take of the Crusader Fortress. And this is a very important one for you guys to keep an eye on. What these guys did, because they have the brute force and ability, the troops that are close in that inner circle are tier 5 troops. And their job is to do some overwhelming damage early. I don't really know which compositions they used and stuff like that. But what I can tell you, well, I'm guessing they used the composition that counters the troops within the Ruined Crusader Fortress. That's kind of a no-brainer. But look at how many tier 5 hits are going on there. Look at the commanders. Look at how many Boudikas and look at how many Hermans hitting that fortress right there. Those are not your big boy, pay-to-win, crazy, legendary commanders. These are straight up your simple, epic commanders doing work, doing massive, massive, massive damage. Now the rally with Yi Song-ye, a bunch of Hermans, a bunch of Boudikas, overwhelming damage early on, causing the fortress to fall so quickly that I don't think it procced even 2 or I think it was 3 guardians. It does put the messages out and then does like the damage and all that stuff. But still, look, it's not even getting there. It's not even getting there. The rally is already just chunking it out. The solos are chunking it out with heals going on all over the place. These are tier 5 players healing and hitting and healing and hitting and just doing as much damage as possible. Look at those marches slowly and steadily losing their troops. Overall, JWM's strategy was simple. Brute force early on, rally plus solo marches, tons of tier 5s. Let's get it going. Crazily fast, get rid of the HP on that fortress before it procs more skills. Anyway, I'm the Gekko. I'm out of here. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, make sure you smash a like on the video. Leave me comments down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything I talked about, I didn't talk about, you guys want to know about. Any feedback is welcome in the description down below. And until the next time, I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Congratulations, JWM, High, and everybody who got their Ruined Crusader Fortress. And I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Peace.